Here we have the Waterpik water flosser. As the name suggests, it flosses your mouth with pulses of high-pressure water or mouthwash admixtures. It has a tank, a hose, an on-off button, and a pressure selector. The tank has a capacity of about 600 milliliters. At the top of the tank you will find various tips for the hose. I will demonstrate the various tips at the end of the video. These tips include 2 classic Jets tips, which are these shown here. They are labeled for general use. This is the one I use most often. It comes with 2 of them, and they do exactly the same thing. I guess they provide 2, in case you want to share it with someone else. Let's set these aside now. The next tip we see is the toothbrush tip. The toothbrush tip can be used to supply the toothbrush with an admixture of water and toothpaste for brushing. It is labeled for general use. Let's set this aside now. The next tip we see is the Plaque Seeker Tip. It's a very tiny brush that supplies liquid from the tank while you brush. It is labeled for cleaning implants, crowns, bridges, and general use. Let's set this aside. The next tip we see is the pickpocket tip. It has a tip made out of rubber that injects liquid from the tank. The instruction manual says it can be used to inject mouthwash or water below the gum line. It is labeled for periodontal pockets and furcations. This one is a little more difficult to use than the other ones, as you must use the mirror to aim at the gum line. The mirror will keep getting wet as water splashes from your mouth. You probably won't be using this every day. Also, if you're using mouthwash in the tank, I would recommend you dilute the mouthwash to a concentration of 25% mouthwash and 75% water. Let's move on to the last tip. The last tip is the orthodontic tip. It's similar to the Plaque Seeker, but the bristles are more pointed. It supplies liquid from the tank while you brush. It is labeled for braces and general use. Again, if you're using mouthwash, I would dilute it to 25%. The instruction manual that it comes with comes in both English and Spanish. It includes safety and warning information, as well as cleaning and maintenance. Now let's take a quick look at the hose handle. This is where you insert the tips. The tips easily latch onto the handle. There are 2 buttons on the handle. The small one is the tip release button and the large one is the jet pause button. The jet pause button simply pauses the water jet. On the device itself you will see a switch and a dial. The switch turns the flosser on and off. The dial changes the jet pressure. You will probably never go beyond 6 since it's too powerful. Now let's take a look at this flosser in action. I have been using this water flosser for about 4 months. I think it works great and it delivers what it promises. I do wish the water tank was bigger, so flossing would happen with just one fill up. Also, it's very loud, so I can't use it when someone is sleeping in the house. I doubt there is anything the manufacturer can do about that. Other than this, it works great. Thank you for watching Skywind.